You mentioned track KPIs, track data. How does it work in Numi? How do your designers kind of do this?
So we always look to designers to get out of Figma and back to the things that actually push the company forward. And so that means coming up with experiments with your PM. Hey, I'd love to test this orange button versus this yellow button. We know from color theory that orange makes you move faster, but yellow makes you curious. Look at the context of your screen. If it's a learning app, maybe it's a darker yellow, but if you're worried about conversion that month, maybe it does go to orange, right? So you need to set up an A/B experiment. Lean into it. And then a KPI is basically something that you are tracking. So the KPI in terms of this experiment might be what gets higher conversion. Is it the orange button or is it the yellow button? And so if you don't want to run an experiment and maybe you're just like totally overwhelmed with that, that's understandable. Show an interest. Reach out to your PM and say, hey, can I look at the data real quick? Can I see the traffic in this onboarding flow? If you see on the onboarding flow, it's going like this. Then right there in this middle part, you can now propagate it over Slack and be like, hey, I noticed data. I have an idea of how we might be able to improve this, but I want it to start a discussion. And so right there, what you're doing is you are literally making the design discipline that much more valuable because it came from a designer and you are stimulating a conversation. So to round it all out, tracking KPIs goes a little bit deeper. Flirt with experimentation, propagate data, and if you're unsure about that, just work with your stakeholder one-on-one to try to understand, how do I read this data? What streams is it flowing in from? And suddenly your PM's looking at you like, this is not just a designer. This is someone that I can lean on to thought partner with. And when you become a thought partner as a designer, you immediately jump to the top 5 percentile. You are suddenly a global designer.
Love that. Let's hit the last one, which is mind your mental health.
Some of the things that I've learned in my past is every half an hour or so, just get up and take a walk. Get outside without your phone. Don't look at your phone at night just before you wake up or go to bed. Make sure that you're getting good nutrition. Naturally, that's our state, is designing for others. But just like those airline videos where the masks fall down from the ceiling, they say, before helping others, help yourself first. Making sure that you're setting yourself up for success. And a good baseline, if there's one thing to take away from it, is get more sleep than you think you need. This like 996 culture, man, don't work more, work smart.
I found myself just looking at my phone too much when I'm not at the laptop. Feels like I always need to be connected. Okay, the rule, phone outside. I got a dumb alarm and I was just like, okay, let me just experiment with if this actually makes me sleep better. And for the last couple of weeks, it definitely has changed. So get yourself a crappy alarm clock. You don't need your phone by you. There's nothing that would be like an emergency. Like, let's hope not anyway, but you can kind of plan around that as well.
If there's an emergency, someone's going to reach out to you. I have do not disturb on and it's like Fort Knox right now. But if an emergency were to really happen, someone could just dial the number twice and iOS just lets them through. Just know that you can stay protected and you can just focus on yourself or your work or whatever you're doing and just, leave the phone away.
I'm lucky like you, Harrison, where I also have a partner that is like, hey, eat good food and remember to drink water. And that's so important because I'm just like at the screen, just kind of zoning in. Your physical health definitely affects your mental health long term. Let's go into the section of Q&As. We have...
Want to listen to the full conversation? Click the video on screen now. Subscribe to the channel if you want to join us live. Oh, wait. Okay, fine, you don't have to join us for the live stream, but if you like stuff like this, then click that subscribe button. I'll see you on the inside. Bye!